Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Looking this time for runs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick-6. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And running with power here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs. They have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle to Beckham. Touchdown, Rams. Oh, now Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff running left is Gibson.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
One more time with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
To throw again on second down. Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
Oh, a nice catch by Cup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Stafford on first down.
Quick slant here to Woods.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
36 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford dancing to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go,